Daniel since the defeat?
I'll be honest with you. I haven't spoken to Daniel or my dad since March, and that's a while now. So he's a quitter. He busted his. I don't know, man. Boxing is so crazy. Like, there's people who get in the ring and they stay in the ring and.
Daniel's sister Caroline was really upset. She didn't hold back even a little. She said her brother's fight against Usyk was terrible and that he made the family look bad. Caroline was angry, saying Daniel didn't fight with heart or that killer instinct a boxer needs. People online are arguing about it, but her words have caused a big storm in the boxing world. And just when it seemed like she was finished, she shocked everyone by saying strong, surprising things to praise Usyk, making her message even more intense.
There's no pretend. The man is supremely talented, but time and season is everything in the sport.
Caroline doubled down. Caroline didn't stop there. She kept going, saying Usyk was amazing and so smart in the ring. At the same time, she made Daniel look even worse by pointing out that he lost to Usyk twice. Her words made fans think Daniel just didn't have the toughness or mindset to be a real champion. It's like she's saying Usyk's greatness showed how unready her brother really was. Now, even their own family seems divided.
He's a phenomenal fighter, phenomenal athlete. To move up in weight, to become undisputed at cruiserweight, undisputed at heavyweight, that speaks of his talent. You know, you can't fake that, you can't.
Dave Allen didn't hold back. On live camera, he called Daniel a quitter. He even joked about how Daniel just walked past Usyk like nothing had happened, but still gave up. That hit hard. Now fans are starting to doubt if Dubois really has the heart to fight. When things got tough, did he just give up? After this, it's getting really hard to stand up for him.
Fine. I think, and you know what, it's horrific to say I've quit. It's not horrific to say I'm quit. I'm chairman of the quit committee. I'm top quitter, I guess. Anyway, he quit, yeah, he did.
Chisora didn't hold back at all. He slammed Dubois for giving up and even blamed his team for not getting him ready. He said Daniel had the chance to shine, but fell apart when it really counted. Fans are going wild over it. Some agree with Chisora, others are standing up for Dubois. But one thing's for sure, this loss has shaken up British boxing big time. And just when things couldn't get any more intense, Chisora hit back again with a strong message straight to Dubois.
Yeah, man, they quit. I don't understand. You know, they were supposed to train him different. They did not. I mean, like, it's big time. It was set for him to win it. You know, it was set for him to win it. You know, when I went to graduate, to say how you feel. You know, Don Child goes to me, "Oh, go suck your best friend's dick."
This was classic Chisora, no filters, just raw truth. He told Dubois flat out that real champions train hard and fight with a killer mindset. No excuses, no softness. Fans lit up the internet, some cheering Chisora's tough love, others wondering if Dubois even has that killer instinct. Was Derek saying what no one else dared to? Or was it just one fighter trying to wake up another? While the heat kept rising, Russ Anber stepped in with a whole different take, explaining why Usyk's age isn't slowing him down at all.
It's going to be remembered for the rest of history. Take your hat out to him, that's all you can do. Just now. Oh,
This was vintage Chisora, giving it to Dubois straight. Champions train hard and think like killers. No excuses, no soft mindset. Fans went crazy over his blunt advice, while others started to wonder, does Dubois really have that killer DNA? Was Derek saying out loud what everyone else was too afraid to admit? Or was it just some tough love from one fighter to another? At the same time, Russ Anber offered a completely different take, breaking down exactly why age hasn't slowed Usyk down at all.
No, I thought it could be dominating. I thought he was doing the things that I think Dubois did what I expected him to do, and Usyk did what I expected him to do. You know, he controlled, moved, waited, but then he started landing hard.
Eddie Hearn said what a lot of people were already thinking, but hearing it out loud hit hard for Dubois fans. He admitted Daniel came out strong, with the same energy he once brought against AJ, but Usyk, smart as ever, took it all in and flipped the script. Hearn's words made it clear, this wasn't just a fight, it was a test of heart, and Usyk passed with flying colors. He reminded everyone that Usyk didn't just beat Dubois, he beat AJ and Fury, twice each, proving he's running this heavyweight era. For Daniel, that stings. He's now just another name on Usyk's long list of fallen challengers. Another fighter who thought he had the plan, only to be broken down piece by piece. Fans online agree with Hearn, saying Dubois fell apart the moment Usyk changed pace. Some are even asking if Dubois' team got it wrong from the start, because this didn't feel like just another loss. It felt like the myth of Dubois being world-class was shattered on a big stage.
Was under pressure in the first round because Dubois comes out fast like he did against AJ, and if he catches you, you're in trouble. And I think just after that, he just decided basically, I'm not going to go on the back foot anymore. I'm going to take the fight to Dubois, and he just kind of beat him up, and obviously stops him. I mean, he's beaten AJ twice, Fury twice, Dubois twice.
Martin Bakoli's words hit like a clean punch to Dubois' pride. Way before the fight, Bakoli said Dubois wouldn't last past round 5, and he was spot on. This didn't just feel like a prediction, it felt like he saw it coming all along. But what really stung wasn't just the accuracy, it was the truth behind it. Bakoli didn't just comment on one fight, he exposed a deeper issue. Fans had quietly whispered about Dubois can't handle deep waters. Sure, he's strong, he's powerful, but when a fight turns gritty, when it becomes about will, not just skill, he fades. For Usyk, this wasn't his toughest night. It was another clean, calculated takedown of someone who talked big but couldn't hang. Online, fans aren't holding back. Some are giving Bakoli his flowers. Others say he's kicking Dubois while he's down. But this is boxing. There's no mercy. Now Dubois wears a new label, a 5-round fighter, and in the heavyweight world, that label can be poison. The real question is, can he break that label and come back stronger? Or is this the story that sticks forever?
Usyk, amazing. No one was expecting that. But I said it before the fight. I said Dubois will get knocked out around 4 or 5. He will never pass 5 rounds. So because I said it, if he wanted to keep the same style that he fought with Usyk will knock him out easy. But if he changed some couple of stuff, he would done well. But no, sorry to him, and it happened today. One punch in heavyweight can change.
Conor Benn shook the boxing world with one bold take comparing Usyk to Muhammad Ali. For some fans, it was pure disrespect. For others, it was long overdue recognition. Because let's be real, Usyk isn't just winning. He's dominating in one of the toughest heavyweight eras we've seen. He outboxed Joshua twice, figured out Fury, and made Dubois look lost in the ring. Ben's not saying Usyk is Ali, but that his skill, focus, and resume have earned him a seat at that legendary table. But while fans debate the greatness of Usyk, Dubois fans are left hurting. This was supposed to be Daniel's big moment, but instead he's trending for all the wrong reasons. Quitter, exposed, not elite. The contrast couldn't be sharper. Usyk's name is being spoken alongside icons, and Dubois is being questioned altogether. The sport is divided, some cheering the Ali comparison, others calling it insane. But when Lennox Lewis weighed in, it felt like the final stamp on a new era. Usyk's not just building a legacy, he's redefining one. And Dubois, he's got to decide whether this is his fall or just the beginning of a comeback.
Best heavyweight there is currently, and I don't see anybody beating him.
Is he as good as Muhammad Ali? It's not a crazy thing to say, I don't think, at this point.
Yeah, the thing is, you can't really do the comparisons. Do you know what I mean? But I do think he's one of the best currently now to do it.
Who do you want to see Usyk fight next, or just sail off?
He can sail off into the sunset, and he's done everything. Do you know what I mean? He's phenomenal fighter, man. You're watching him, I'm just watching him, I'm going, oh my God. Like, that's God-given talent.
When Lennox Lewis gives you props, it means something. The heavyweight legend called Usyk unbelievable, praising everything from his slick counters to his perfect footwork. Coming from a Hall of Famer who ruled the division, that's next-level respect. But while Usyk basks in glory, Dubois is being dragged through the mud. Lennox didn't even mention him, and that silence says it all. Fans aren't just disappointed, they're brutal. They're saying Daniel looked like a sparring partner, couldn't even land a clean jab, and folded the moment pressure hit. The internet's flooded with side-by-side comparisons. Usyk, a master technician with ice in his veins. Dubois, a fighter who shrunk under the lights. Lennox's praise only widens the gap. It reminds everyone just how far Dubois is from greatness. Now the question looms heavy, can Daniel bounce back, or did Usyk just break something in him that can't be fixed?
Listen, he was unbelievable. He was on form today. He boxed great. He did the right things. He was counter-punching, and he was moving well, and he wasn't getting caught. And he started off with a jab, so...
Caroline Dubois might be the only one saying what everyone else is thinking, and fans are starting to respect her for it. Don Charles' stunned silence during Daniel's collapse in round 4 echoed the disbelief felt across the boxing world. Caroline had already sounded the alarm, calling her brother's performance a disgrace. But now her words feel prophetic. She didn't sugarcoat it. She said Daniel didn't have the fire, and after Saturday night, it's hard to argue. Her comments aren't just criticism, they're a wake-up call. And while Daniel may not want to hear it, the truth is louder than ever. Fans are rallying behind her, saying, "At least Caroline is real." Meanwhile, the internet's turned savage. Dubois is being memed, mocked, and questioned by fans and fighters alike. Then Hamza Shiraz jumped in, praising Usyk's killer instinct, and without naming names, he basically said what Caroline did. The message is loud and clear. There's no room for soft hearts at the top. Caroline didn't just throw shade, she sparked a full-on conversation. Daniel's legacy now hangs in the balance, and the world's watching to see if he folds again or finally fights back.
I'm speechless. I usually got a lot to say. I'm speechless. The fight ended in round 4, and we got condemned.
Hamza Shiraz's praise for Usyk wasn't just admiration, it was a spotlight on everything Daniel Dubois lacked. Shiraz talked about Usyk's hunger, his unshakable focus, and that cold-blooded killer instinct he carried all fight week. In contrast, Dubois looked unsure, like a man waiting for something to go wrong, and when it did, he folded. That's exactly what Caroline Dubois has been warning about. Her brutal honesty that her brother lacked heart didn't just sting, it cut deep because it came from inside the family. And now, Shiraz's respect for Usyk acts like a mirror, reflecting how far Dubois still is from elite territory. Fans have taken sides, but the tide is shifting. More and more are saying Caroline was right all along. If she can't defend Daniel, why should anyone else? Online debates are on fire. Some call Caroline bold and brave, finally holding her brother to the standard of champions. Others accuse her of betrayal, but regardless of which side you're on, one truth stands out. Caroline has changed the conversation. This isn't just about losing a fight, it's about losing respect. And then Dave Allen drove the final nail. He didn't sugarcoat it. He said Usyk isn't just great, he's the best of our generation. That's praise heavy enough to lift a legacy, and sharp enough to bury one.
Parker's deserved his shot. I think Parker should get a world title fight regardless, even if Usyk vacates the belts.
Hands off. Usyk fought like a heavyweight, not a cruiserweight in there tonight.
Yeah, no, he did. He stood on business, man. He stood on business, and he said he was going to knock the bar out. And
Dave Allen's blunt post-fight breakdown was like a final hammer blow. No fluff, no mercy. He called Daniel Dubois poor, stripping away any illusion that this was just a bad night for Allen. And now many fans, this wasn't about skill, it was about heart. And Dubois, under the brightest lights, didn't show enough of it. Caroline Dubois' earlier outburst, once seen as harsh, now feels prophetic. Her disgrace comment has aged into something far more powerful, a sister's raw, unfiltered truth. It's the quote that keeps circulating, clipped into TikToks, echoed across X, formerly Twitter, and layered over slow-motion footage of Daniel's collapse in round 4. She didn't want to humiliate him, she wanted to wake him, and now, fans are siding with her. The internet has been merciless. Memes mocking Daniel's performance are everywhere, and while some cross the line, many reflect a growing sentiment: you can't teach grit. Caroline's fury, once controversial, has become the banner for a new generation of fans who demand accountability, not excuses. Dave Allen's praise of Usyk only widened the gap. Usyk isn't just winning, he's defining the era. While Daniel's name fades under questions and mockery, Usyk's is being etched into greatness. Allen made it plain, Usyk is on another level, and Daniel didn't belong in that ring with him. The Dubois name, once full of promise, now carries a shadow, not because Daniel lost, but because when it mattered, he didn't fight like he wanted to win.
He's the best of our generation by far, he has to be. He's beat everybody, he's literally beat everybody. You could say he's not beat Wiley, you could say it's Almas still to come, Parker. He's beat everybody. Daniel Dubois, for me, Daniel Dubois was poor tonight. I know we're not getting onto that yet, but he was poor tonight. But he's beat Fury twice, he's beat Joshua twice, he mopped up at cruiserweight. He's done it all. Yeah, there's nothing really much else to add. He's one of the best of all.
Caroline Dubois' explosive comments have split the boxing world right down the middle. Was she out of line for calling her own brother a disgrace? Or was she the only one brave enough to say what everyone else was thinking? Because after Daniel's collapse against Usyk, it's hard to argue. This wasn't just a loss. It was a psychological surrender on the biggest stage of his career. Caroline's words, harsh as they were, echoed the frustration of fans. Fans who watched a man with all the physical tools simply fall apart when it mattered most. And while Usyk's brilliance deserves every ounce of praise, it forces a brutal question about Dubois. Does he even belong at the elite level? Usyk broke him mentally, exposed every weakness, and forced a quit that no fighter, especially a heavyweight, wants stamped on their legacy. Now social media is ablaze. Supporters are calling Caroline a realist. Trolls are flooding timelines with memes, clips, and gifs of Daniel turning his back in the ring. But not everyone's on her side. Some are asking, did she go too far? Did her brutal honesty cross into public humiliation? Does that help a fighter recover or just make the scars deeper? But here's the counterpoint. Caroline's supporters keep repeating this might be the only way to save Daniel's career, because tough love from a sister who knows the fight game, that cuts deeper than any trainer's critique. And now the question looms like a shadow. Can Daniel Dubois bounce back? Can he silence both the haters and his sister? Or has Usyk's masterclass already written the final chapter of Daniel's story? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you stand with Caroline for telling the raw truth? Or do you think she buried her brother when he needed her most? Let the firestorm begin.